All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Here we go. With 5-7.
On first down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned. I guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans are first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
81.
Focus, defense, focus. 57.
Hey, Alpha.
From the 41, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Watson on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wentz. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Go. 280.
Here we go. Double time. Hey, 4 down.
On first down, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
54.
Watson on third down. He's going to look deep for more, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
At their own 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wentz. Caught by Wilson. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught, Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Check, kill.
Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Wentz now to throw. Ebron caught left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 16, Wentz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And it's 3rd down.
What's that? 20, 55. Hey, Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They run with Breida. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now in Houston. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Breida, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now in desperation, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 35-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.